Hello and welcome to another episode of Team Corally Factory Insider. I'm Luke, and today I might burn my fingers. Or at least try not to. With the introduction of new soldering irons in Team Corally lineup, and with 100% of you voting for this video on our Instagram and Facebook stories, by the way, make sure to follow us there, here we are. There are tons of videos out there showing you how to solder, but here I will focus on what you probably be doing with your RTR stuff. There are likely only two wires you will ever need to solder, the servo or ESC connecting wires and plugs. And for those you thinking about using IC connectors with our XT connectors, don't do it. Just don't. Like, I'm not even kidding, don't do it. You might think, but look, you need an expert for that, it's electrical work, serious job, blah blah blah. Nope, it's actually quite easy if you have the right tool. And that's exactly what we've got for you. Check this out, we've got the DSS Pro 80 and 150 stations, as well as the portable DSI Pro 80. All heat up to 500 degrees, have an active ceramic heater, and are anti-static. Those models are easy to operate with clear digital displays, and the DSI even features a pro-grade OLED screen. I know you are not here for commercials, but bear with me. Just 60 seconds. Ready, set, go. You can see two stations, the DSS Pro 150 and 80. The only difference is power, 80 watts versus 150 watts. The 80 watt model works great for most tasks, but more power is perfect for heavy duty and long jobs. The DSI Pro 80 is a portable version, it has power of 80 watts, it's compact and very light. Absolutely perfect for work on the go, but not only. Don't struggle with choice, the technology is same within the range. The only difference are additional features and power. Don't forget the included accessories. The DSS models comes with a tin holder, brass wool, foam cleaner and two clamps, while the DSI includes a stand, cleaning foam and magnetic display holder. What is more, all of them are packed in absolutely beautiful carrying case. It's not only handy, but also protects the tool in travel. And that's our time. Even less than a minute. But let me quickly share something from my own experience. I've used different soldering irons for years. I used to carry a separate solder, extra clamps, wool buckets, and most of them were big and bulky. All those extras at cost, and in my opinion are necessary for quick and easy work. Portable ones usually had poor stations, were pain to use and had no proper case to keep them safe. But not in this case. With Team Corally soldering irons, you have everything you need to do the job. Alright, back to soldering. Let's keep it simple. Here's what you will need: a soldering iron, some solder, rosin or other soldering paste, I'm using soldering paste here, something to clean your tip like foam soaked in water or brass wool, and a surface you really don't mind damaging. I'm using my old setup board. If you are connecting broken cables, don't forget the shrink tubing. Important note, remember to slide the tubing on before you solder. That's a really common mistake. For the temperature settings, I find 350 degree works best for smaller wires, while 400 is better for bigger wires. Now let's get started, and I will explain as we go. Let me quickly tell you what we will do today. So I have a plug, cable, the end of a plug, and we will do this jumper cable for the ESC. I lost one on the video trip, so let's make a new one. I will start with 370 degrees. We will see what will happen. The soldering tip is pre-prepared, so what you want to do is just put a ton of iron or of solder on top of it, so it sticks to the entire surface, as this. You can clean this up with a foam here. Remember, it must be soaked in water, otherwise you will just burn it. And let's get started. First we need to prep the plug. I will just put some of the solder in it. Remember, you won't be able to solder if the both ends are unprepared. It's best to prep the cable, prep the plug, and just solder easily. I would rather not stick it too long here. If you go for too long, you may actually burn the plastic, and like the plug inside will just come loose, and there might be some troubles. I wouldn't do it if I don't have to. All right. Plug is now prepared. And now the cable. And before we go with it, of course, you can see the cable is not open, so you cannot solder anything. I know there are tools for it. Special remover for the outside of the cable. Yeah, of course, helpful, works, but if you are doing few cables a year, it's not really needed. Just scissor will be enough. I just like to cut it carefully around. You don't want to cut the actual cable underneath, and just take it out. Pull them together, twist it a little bit. And just solder it. Usually when it comes to this, I use the something to hold the cable, but that's one trick I really like to use. Just put it between the clippers or the scissors. It's enough. So a little bit of soldering paste, and now we will solder the cable. We want to heat up the cable from underneath and let the solder walk all through the cable to the bottom. It takes some time. Oh, come on. Alright, and here we are. The cable is now prepared, and if there's a little bit too much on it, what you can do is just shake it off. But it's a plug. You can have more than less. Alright, other side. So the cable is prepared, plug is prepared, and now let's connect it. So what I like to do before is like with the shrinking tubes, just put it here first. It's getting hot right now, so be careful. I like to put it first. It just I don't know, it's easier for me. So if the solder you have on the end is not enough, you will need to put a bit more later on. Too much power. Okay, it's not like bad. It would be enough in most cases, but those are 6S vehicles. I like to put more, not to see any individual wires. So let me just grab a little bit of solder. Let it come loose. Right. All right, and now it's quite solid. The other side. Okay, let's put it back. Check if the plugs are still centered inside, so it means there's no troubles. You can also kind of want to look inside if the plastic is not melted. If it is, usually you just need to take another one and do it again. Now it's quite hot, but you know, touchable. We only work at 370 degrees. For 400, probably a faster job, but if the temperature is too high, usually the solder is not shiny. It's like matte finish, and we want to use this, we want to make it shiny. That's when you know you've done a proper job. Just close it, and the loop is ready. Before we wrap up, let me show you one more trick with the soldering iron. I have to admit I don't solder as much as I used to, but I still use the iron a lot for melting the thread lock. Here's a great example. I've got a screw with way too much thread lock on it and it's stuck. Before risking breaking the screw, let me find which one was that. Okay, that come loose. That come loose, that's good. The third one. Yeah, that's the messy one. Before I break the hex on it, just pump up the solder to the highest, place it on here, and wait. It takes quite some time, I must admit. Okay, let me speed up the video and see how long it takes. Okay, that's quicker than I thought. It's already, the case is already not untouchable, but it's hot. The gear is already quite hot. Let's give it a bit more time. Just to be sure and do it once, not twice. Okay, it started to burn my fingers, so okay. It was not fully melted because it still clicked, but now you can see. Oh, the screw is hot. The screw is quite hot. Anyway, as you can see, it's that easy and it really works perfectly. This wasn't too bad. There's not too much of the thread lock here, so it's really not too bad. If there's more, or you use like red thread lock and put tons of it, you just need to wait a lot for this, and it usually takes quite a few minutes to melt the very old and too much of a glue, too much of a thread look here. Did you know that trick? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, and see you on next Team Corally Factory Insider.